All right, Chris, it seemed like all season long we heard about Miami tanking for Tua, and now he's finally declared that he's going to enter the NFL draft. So I want to talk about the best fits for Tua, but I'm going to take a little bit different approach. I'm not sure how you're going to go with it. I'm not going to go with like the Miami, the Chargers, and all those teams that draft early. I'm going to just talk about the teams where I would like to see him play, where I think it makes the most sense for me and where I have the most enjoyment. So at number 3, I'm going with the Pittsburgh Steelers because I want to see the return of Slash, but just with Tua this time. They have a young nucleus. They have James Conner. They have some really explosive wide receivers on the outside. What better way for Pittsburgh to get back in the mix but to add Tua to the mix? And now at number 2, I have the Chicago Bears because basically we've been talking about the Bears all season long. Like Tua can do everything the Bears hoped and dreamed Mitch could do, but only better. And so I feel like Ryan Pace shouldn't compound the crime by trying to avoid the mistake that he made in the draft by passing up on Mahomes and Watson. Like, go ahead and do the right thing, draft a healthy Tua, and then get that organization back on the right track. And at number 1, you already got your bachelor's degree from Nick Saban in Alabama. Why not go ahead and get your master's from Bill Belichick in New England? Now, why wouldn't you go to the guy who has the most brilliant football mind that I've ever been around and let him, build an offense around your skill set? Now, John Harbaugh has already showed that if you're willing to embrace the skill set of a unique athlete like Lamar Jackson, the sky's the limit for what that offense can produce. And I feel like Bill Belichick and Josh McDaniels could build an offense around Tua that could be something special. And that's something that I would really want to see. It probably won't happen, but I want to see it.
I'm with you. I didn't want to just do a list and just chalk it up to oh, these teams need quarterbacks. This makes sense.
Right.
We know the teams that need quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Anybody that's watching football, we get that. So yeah, I'm going a little bit more creative too, all right? Number 3 team I'm going to throw out is the Chargers, though. Mm-hmm. I know they need a quarterback, but we've talked about this a lot. It just makes sense. Tua's got star power. He's got appeal. He's a West Coast, Hawaii type guy. It just makes sense to me.
But does he have enough star power?
Maybe not. You're right. They might need bigger stars than Tua. Number 2, the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh.
Yeah, baby. I mean, come on. I've been with that psycho John Gruden. I know he's got to be thinking about changing quarterbacks. That's just the way he is. I mean, unless you go to the playoffs, he's always thinking about changing a quarterback. And not necessarily that Derek Carr played bad this year. They need to put weapons around him and help him. I get all of that. But I also know the way that head coach is. And he's always looking for an upgrade at the quarterback position. And you want to sell stadium tickets and get some buzz as you move into Las Vegas and get some high rollers that want to come to Raiders games. Well, Tua, he can do that.
Yeah,
we're all used to watching him on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then my number 1, I hate saying this, but I'm with you there, big guy. I'm with you. I just feel like let's keep the dynasty going for one more decade.
Yeah.
Tom can hang on for one more year. Tua can learn from him and then take over, and then New England dominates the 20s too, so they can just dominate the first 30 years of the century. No big deal. I mean, I don't know. There's a part of me that kind of wants to see it. So I guess we think alike right there.